October is finally here, which means we can all now celebrate the spooky month in TF2. All the Halloween maps and game modes are now re-enabled, including the recent addition of Zombie Infection from last year, and a brand new Scream Fortress update is right around the corner, which will bring us new cosmetics, maps, unusual effects, and whatever else Valve feels like throwing into TF2 this Halloween. But this isn't scaring TF2 players this season, no. There's something that Valve has been working on that has TF2 players shaking in their boots. Something that I'm sure most of you are aware of. And that thing that I'm referring to is a game called Deadlock. Valve's most recent product, with a scarily unoriginal art style, abilities that are copy and pasted from other video games, clunky movement mechanics, boring gunplay, but worst of all, matches take an average up to 2 hours to finish. Now, all jokes aside, Deadlock has some TF2 players up in arms right now. Most of the talk is about how Deadlock is going to be the next big thing in gaming, or how Deadlock will kill Team Fortress 2. Now, I can see why people are concerned. TF2 has been referred to as a timeless masterpiece that has shined above competitors, even without any major balance changes since 2017. But will Deadlock really kill TF2? The short answer, no, and I have a few reasons to back this up. For one, TF2 and Deadlock are two completely different video game genres. TF2 is a first-person shooter, Deadlock is a third-person MOBA. The only thing similar about the two games are that there's classes you can pick from. But this alone isn't enough to call these two games competitors. That's like calling Pokemon a competitor to Madden NFL because they both have the ability to throw balls. It just doesn't make sense. And say Deadlock does decent when it eventually launches. That will not in any way affect TF2. I've seen claims that once Deadlock launches, TF2 will die for good, and even more crazy claims that Valve is going to shut down TF2 once Deadlock releases. And that's simply not true. For one, TF2 makes Valve money. They wouldn't shut down an infinite money generator, right? Would you shut down an infinite money generator? If so, leave your reasoning down in the comments, you psycho. If anything, Deadlock is going to be more of a competitor to League of Legends or Dota 2, and I'm curious to see what Deadlock is going to have that Dota and LoL doesn't. Another thing to point out is that Valve has made other multiplayer video games other than TF2 and Deadlock. Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, and TF2 have all coexisted with one another, and all three of these games have remained healthy since they released. And the most important thing I should point out here is that TF2 is the oldest of these three games. This same situation that's about to happen right now has happened to Team Fortress 2 3 times already, with CSGO, Dota 2, and most recently Counter-Strike 2. That means TF2 has remained healthy after the release of 3 other huge video games from the same company, one of which has remained on the top of Steam's daily player count charts every day for the past decade, neither of which have killed TF2. And Deadlock will do the same thing. Deadlock will coexist as a flagship Valve multiplayer title, while the other 3 video games in the circle will remain healthy and won't even get close to dying. And that's all that really needs to be said. TF2 is not going to die. If anything, I'd be more concerned about League of Legends dying when Deadlock releases. Now, one more thing that I'd like to mention before I end this video, and that is for you to be diligent. If you've browsed Twitter or X at all over the last 2 minutes, you might be familiar with the term rage bait. Now, rage bait is something that someone says online solely to get a reaction out of people. So if you see people saying things such as, Valve will pull the plug on TF2 once Deadlock releases, or TF2 has been dead since 2015, or you're delusional if you think Deadlock isn't going to kill TF2, don't give that dweeb any attention. Just keep scrolling or close the app or do anything other than go on Twitter. But yeah, that's really it for the video. I just felt like getting this out there because there has been a bit of a discussion about, TF2 is gonna die when Deadlock releases. Oh, it's not. But truth is, TF2 community, we're gonna be alright. Don't worry. But yeah, that's really it for the video. Drop a like on this video if you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. Check out my Spotify. Listen to my song. I'm gonna play it right now. Yeah, definitely listen to that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Happy Halloween, and I will hopefully see you again sometime this month. Peace out, y'all.